Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for joining today. My name is Melissa, and I'm here to lead you through mindful stretch. We will practice together today for 15 minutes. So as we go through class today, just a reminder to listen to your body. If any of the stretches do not work for you, please skip them, come on out and modify. Things that you will need for practice today is it'll be nice to have a mat to practice on. So just something that adds a little bit of support for your body. And sometimes people really enjoy practicing with a blanket and a block, and that's not a necessity. You don't have to have those, but it just can help to support your practice if you'd like them. So today, as we work with our mindfulness stretching practice, I would like to take some time to work with the IT bands. So our IT band is that iliotibial band, which goes from the hip down to the knee. It's on the outer part of the leg. And you're probably pretty familiar with this area if you ever grab the foam roller and try to roll out, because I think for most people, it's pretty tense. It can be very dense and tight. So we'll take a little time to work on that. And, the IT band gets tight for many reasons. Sometimes sitting a lot can cause it to become very tight, but also being very active can cause it to get tight as well. So if you hike a lot, if you're biking, running, things like that, that can also contribute to a little bit of tension there as well. But this practice will be really nice for kind of opening up that area, which can really help the whole body feel better. Sometimes, just releasing the IT bands can help relax the neck or shoulders, just because everything is so connected. So I think the practice will be very beneficial for the body and also mind. So as we start today, I would love to come down onto the back. And what we'll do is we're going to start with a figure 4 pigeon stretch. So you can just lay down, get nice and comfortable here. And begin to take that right leg up and over. So we're going to do figure 4 here. And I know sometimes it can be tricky to view your computer screen, but I'm going to walk you through each stretch step by step. So even if you can't see me, just follow my words. So what we do here is we have our right leg creating a half figure 4 shape. We have that right heel on the left knee. And this just really provides a nice opening in the hips. And we're just going to hold this one for just a moment. So what you can do to start is flex your right foot. That would just help to activate some more muscles in the legs. And then also this right knee, you can press it away. So sometimes people enjoy bringing the hand into the knee to press it away. And it could just be this energetic sensation of pressing it away as well. And we're just going to give ourselves another breath or two here. Now let's come on out. Right foot plants down. Let's bring that left leg up and over. So we're just going to hook that left heel on the right knee. Flex your left foot and then feel this left knee pressing away from the face. And then you can actually have the hand in the knee to press it away or energetically sending it away. And this is a really nice IT band stretch, really nice hip stretch. This one is also very beneficial if you have back pain or if you experience sciatica. This can be very nice because it takes pressure off of the sciatic nerve, so it just gives you a little bit more space. To come on out of this one, let's bring our feet out to the edges of the mat. Knees are bent and drop your knees to the left and to the right. So this is just a windshield wipe stretch to one side and to the other side. And then as you come back to center, we will realign here, bringing the feet in line with your hips. And let's try that again, but we're going to change up the stretch this time. So we'll start with that right leg. Let's bring it up and over, back to figure 4. Now you can hang out here if you'd like. And if you'd like to intensify the stretch, what we can do is press into our left foot and then lift the hips up. So it's a variation of a bridge pose. And really activate yourself here. So press in through that left foot. See if you can lift your hips up a little bit higher, move a little deeper into that stretch. We are going to bring ourselves out. Right foot plants, left leg up and over. Hanging out here for a moment or intensifying the stretch, grounding into your left foot or right foot rather. And then we have our hips lifting up. Continue to flex your left foot and encourage that left knee down towards the ground a little bit. So get a little bit more active there. And we'll come on out of that one. My feet come out to the edges of the mat, knees are bent, and a little windshield wipe to the left and to the right. Good. So let's continue to build on those stretches. So for this next one, feet are planted in line with your knees, knees are bent. And what we're going to do here is lift into a bridge pose. So we ground firmly into our feet, tuck the tailbone, lifting the hips up. And then on this one, as you stay lifted, let's begin to open the knees out to the sides of the room. And then we're going to let our knees come into center. Staying lifted in bridge, float your knees out to the sides of the room. Bring them back through center. And let's try that a few more times here. So each time really lifting up those hips a little bit higher. And to release, let your tailbone tuck. We're going to come on down one vertebrae at a time. Soles of the feet will touch. Knees come away from one another. And we'll come into Supta Baddha Konasana here. So maybe bring the hands on the body. Maybe close the eyes if you'd like. So we feel the soles of the feet touching. And then the insides of the feet can gently roll from one another, kind of peeling open like a book. The knees, they can get nice and heavy and weighted down towards the ground. And then if that stretch feels a little too intense, you can always bring some blocks and place them underneath the knees. And that would just help to gently support your body here. Knees will come together. Bring your knees to your chest, hug them in. And let's take a little rock to the right and a little rock to the left. Let's take a moment to roll onto the left side. So we're going to be on the side body for a few moments here for some stretches. And we'll be on that hip. So if you know that the hip tends to be a little sensitive against the ground, feel free to grab a blanket here and you can pad the hip. So with your left arm, feel free to be propped up and laying down here and relaxing. Creating a pillow with your arm is also an option as well. So we'll start with some clamshells. So for these, we're going to take our heels in line with our hip and then legs are at a 45-degree angle. Gluing the insides of the feet together, let's draw the knees open and close. Try that again. And let's try for 10 more here. So maybe find a spot to focus on. So we call that a drishti, a focal point. Try to find that one spot to focus your concentration, to focus your awareness. And once you find that spot, not letting the eye shift at all. And release. From here, knees are going to glue together. We'll take our knees in line with our hips and then have your heels in line with your knees. From here, we're going to glue our knees and our hips down and then just lifting your feet up off of the mat. We're going to bring them down, lift on up and lower. Now, as we work with this stretch, really try to tap into your breath. Try to breathe in and out through your nose. Try to avoid breathing through the mouth. Sometimes when we breathe through the mouth, that can activate the fight or flight response. This will just help to keep the mind and the body relaxed, calm, at ease. And to release on this one, let's switch to the other side so you can sweep your feet to the other side of the mat. Gluing the insides of the feet together. Again, we're going to have that 45-degree angle on the legs and try to feel that your heels are in line with your hips. Knees are going to open and release. Now, as we work with this stretch, maybe just be mindful. Do a little scan of your body, noticing where you're holding onto tension. And then on your exhale, trying to let that tension go. And release. Knees are going to float up in line with your hips. Heels are in line with your knees. Gluing your knees down, gluing your hips down, and then let's rotate the feet up and lower. Notice if the jaw is a little tense, maybe the eyebrows are holding some tension. And then trying to let that tension go with the exhale. And release. From here, let's come on up. We'll meet in a seated position. Come up to seated and maybe give the legs a little shake on out here. Let's bring the soles of the feet to touch. Knees will come away from one another. Insides of the feet will roll from one another. And just take a moment just to kind of pulse those knees down. See if you can go a little deeper into that hip stretch. Maybe rotate one and the other or at the same time. Now from here, let's try a little side stretch. So for this one, let's take our right hand and what we're going to try to aim to do is reach for in the front of the knee. So if we reach back here, we're kind of leaning, maybe not so comfy. But if we reach in front of the knee, we can get a little more anchored down. Bring your left arm up and over. We're going to open into a side stretch and we'll take a little twist here. Try to roll your left shoulder back. Feel the right shoulder roll under. Feel that the heart shines up to the sky. Let's go back to center, realign. Left hand down. Let's bring that right in front of the knee. Right hand up and over when you're ready. And let's create a little sensation of stacking and opening the shoulders. And we'll come back on through to center, realign here. Let's bring those feet out nice and wide. So we'll work with a wide-legged seated fold. Sometimes it can get tricky to get those feet out a little bit more, so you could kind of heel walk those feet out, maybe use your hands to draw them a little further. Let's come into a forward fold from here. So take a nice full breath to lengthen. Walk your hands out in front, and then let's come on forward into a fold. Maybe close your eyes. Try to relax the eyebrows, relax the jaw. Also, try to feel that the mind relaxes. So we many times have thoughts moving through the mind, maybe thoughts for the past, thoughts for the future. Try to release your thoughts, bring your awareness to the breath, bring the awareness to the present moment. And then remembering the present moment, the only moment where life truly exists. Let's come on back through to center. You can sweep those legs together, give them a little bit of a shake on out. Thank you so much for joining today. It's a pleasure to be here with you to share the mindfulness stretch practice with you. I hope that you're feeling a little bit more relaxed, and I hope the little body's feeling good. Personally, mine feels just much more alive and active. Before it kind of felt so heavy and stuck, but I can definitely feel how those stretches were so beneficial. So I hope that you can feel the difference as well. I look forward to seeing you soon. I will be back on Friday for chair yoga. That is 10 o'clock Eastern time, and that's a half-hour practice. And the nice thing about that class is it's done from the comfort of your chair. So no need to get on the ground with the yoga mat or change. You can just do it all from the comfort of your desk. I hope to see you very soon. Take care.
Thank you, Melissa.
You're welcome.